man, the king, the god of this shit, Nick fucking Gage. You know how I start this off. Shout out to all my MDK gang members around the world. And I want to let everybody know, Blvd Bullies vs. the World is a podcast every Tuesday, 7 p.m. live on YouTube with my motherfucking boy, Larry the Legend. And what the Blvd Bullies are doing, they're trying to ignite a revolution within the fans to unite and make the crowds electric again. So check out the Blvd Bullies vs. the World, 7 p.m. live Tuesdays with Larry the fucking Legend. MDK all fucking day.
I'm so close to being burning hell forever.
Flip it. Flip. Rotate. Oh, there you go. There's my boy. I've abandoned my child. I've abandoned my boy. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Blvd Bullies. Every single Tuesday, except last Tuesday and a time or two before that, live on YouTube. I'm your host, PK, with the Blvd Bullies. And I am in Tournament of Death, heat suppression regalia. You gotta wet a kerchief and put it around your neck like a dog, just to keep that neck moist. And then what you do is you buy a Tournament of Death commemorative t-shirt, you stick that in the cooler, you make that all wet as hell, and you wear that as a turban. So you go turban, wet turban, and then wet face mask, and it feels like 110 degrees is, a mere 101 degrees. I am joined by our hosts, our co-hosts, a man who has just come into ownership of a Mercedes-Benz. And I know that you might think that that's Larry going for Price is Right Showcase Showdown Part 2, but guess what? Price is Right don't give away Mercedes. This motherfucker drove 15 hours to Alabama, and he got paid enough money from IWA Mid-South. 4s and 5s and 6s and 7s and 8s of thousands of dollars to purchase himself a Mercedes. The host and owner of the Dabcast, Wednesday nights. Ladies and gentlemen, my friend and yours, the Rhinestone Cowboy.
Ye fucking haw, I sure am. 2011 Mercedes C-Class. It's pretty fantastic. It's got a lot of bells and whistles. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing yet with this car.
Does it have air conditioning?
Oh, it's got an air conditioner.
I was considering turning my car on, running an extension cord, and sitting in the car to do this show because the car has the most powerful vent-to-face air conditioning.
I contemplated doing this show completely naked, but now that I'm looking at myself right now with this crop top on, this cut-off sleeve, I'm 13 different shades of white, and it's kind of scary, I'm telling you. I'm like
13 shades of white, Rhinestone Cowboy. You're actually only one shade, and that's 0. You know, like if there was a color palette, like a Photoshop, for you and I, both, we would just drag that shit all the way down to the right. White is white. White is white.
I'm going into the negatives. I'm negative 10.
And our second co-host, a man who is black.
But he's still hot. He's still hot, though.
A man who has won a real showcase showdown. A CZW Hall of Famer. The best dressed man in professional wrestling. And by the way, I have seen Larry in a building, in this heat, full fucking tuxedo, not one drop of sweat on this motherfucker. My wrestling father and yours. Larry Legend.
Oh, Pat.
What's up, Lar?
Larry!
You outdo yourself. You outdo yourself every time.
And just for everybody's knowledge, we were very, very much looking to the return of Brian, looking forward to the return of Brian. And no, he did not get kidnapped and possibly murdered in Aruba. He got called into work. A person from work did get kidnapped and killed in Aruba, and they needed somebody to fill in the shift, so Brian got called into work last minute. I'm going to be at the Mets game with him tomorrow evening, so maybe just follow Blvd Bullies on Instagram. I'll have Brian, I'll film Brian throughout the evening on the Instagram story or the YouTube shot. And yeah, I don't know if it's the heat or if I'm just a fucking absolute moron, but everything in my general vicinity that has electronics within it is melting and malfunctioning. Ryan, so you're a guy who will work in various conditions with high-end electronics. Can something just stop working because it's hot?
Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. Indeed it can. Yeah, you're not wrong on that one.
Because everything
Just like
is
you're not
extremely
wrong.
A
hot.
MacBook.
Yeah, it's hot. It's hot as fuck, and you're not wrong. Just like you're not wrong, Patrick, for wearing those beautiful sunglasses you're wearing.
Thank you. I went to a birthday party on Saturday that was a shark-themed birthday party. And even though there were many, many people there were only 12 pairs of these excellent shark sunglasses. And I made sure to snag them.
They're beautiful.
Thank you for everyone who is watching and chatting. I know that we might be buffering. We might be completely failing. But we'll fail together. But the show is still going. The show is still going. I don't remember anything that's happened over the last 2 weeks. When we take a week off, I basically completely unplug from all professional wrestling. Because in my opinion, WWE is shite. I hate the egos and real personalities of almost everybody left on the indies, except for Larry. And they're just...
You don't like Sammy?
What?
You don't like Sammy Callahan anymore?
I never liked Sammy Callahan. I'll give Sammy Callahan credit for being one of the first indie wrestlers who I looked at as a fan and went, I feel like that guy's an asshole. Larry, you've had many run-ins with Sammy Callahan. Remember when he told DJ Hyde that wrestling was no longer about matches, it was about gifts? Didn't he have a locker room meeting in CCW telling them all to not even worry about the story of their match, just get the clip? What's your opinion and thesis on Sammy Callahan, Lar? You're the most educated of all of us. Didn't he kill a guy?
Attempted.
It was murder 2, not murder 1.
Misdemeanor.
Whoops.
A guy died training with him. A guy died training with him.
How many other times throughout wrestling history has somebody died while training with somebody? Well, we'll probably never know because those people are probably in the bottom of a river somewhere.
I don't know of any other times that someone has died during training. Maybe one other time.
Did you see this clip of what's like the WWE reality show? It's like Tough Enough, but it's got Undertaker, Booker T, Bully Ray, LFG.
LFG.
I saw a clip today where some girl didn't get all the way over on a hip toss, and it looked for sure like she was about to just spike herself right on her head. But, like, she got her hands down and kind of, like, hands stood out of it. But Undertaker, like, he wasn't having it, dude. He was like, Michelle McCool would never.
I'm pretty sure Undertaker just hates the fucking show he's on.
He doesn't even know that he's on a show.
I think he hates the show. He just doesn't want to be there. He doesn't want. I mean, he doesn't want to be there.
He just loves wearing that 9-line Blue Lives Matter gear anytime cameras are on.
Keep rolling, 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 rolling. Keep rolling,
oh my
rolling,
God,
rolling,
can I talk to you about that for a second? I want to talk to you guys. I saw a clip, like there's a meme going around that's like, why was your wedding so expensive? And it's like, well, this was my entrance, and it shows Undertaker at WrestleMania with Limp Bizkit and fireworks, and he's riding to the ring on a motorcycle with an American flag on the back. And it's almost like, but at that time, like the cultural environment was different. So it was just like dope. He was the American badass. But if you go back and look at that now, it's like, wow, he was Trumpy before Trump was Trumpy. He was way toxically super into America before any of these other motherfuckers were.
It's always been political for fucking Undertaker.
Right.
It's always been political.
He really cared about the NRA before anybody was really talking about it on Twitter.
Yeah, he was Dick Cheney. He was Dick Cheney before Dick Cheney.
It's just fascinating to watch. I have one thing that I really want to talk about that spans WWE, GCW, Fanatics Fan Fest. It's all one major epiphany I had over these last 2 weeks. But I'm just teasing it because let's just talk about Alabama for now. Larry, you had travel issues, and Rhinestone, you drove your Mercedes 3,000 miles down to Alabama.
I didn't have it yet. I didn't have that Mercedes.
Right,
I drove in a fucking...
Kevin gifted it to you.
He didn't gift it. It was just hard work and working and detailing cars, because that's what I do, is detail fancy cars, and I made enough money. But we drove in a transit van 16 hours and stopped at every Buc-ee's we could find, which is only 2. And Larry was very well. He was very missed. Let's just put it that way. Kevin wouldn't stop bothering me about it.
Did they drag out of the bottom of the river to ring announce in Larry's absence?
Well, it's kind of funny how that worked. It was Captain York Terry that was doing the announcing, and then it was our fearless producer, Sean Kramars, that took over announcing duties while running the production booth. I did it as well. Production stepped up and we got it done there in Alabama.
You know, last time we were live on the podcast, you said to me, I should come down to Alabama.
Well, that was at that time where I thought everybody was coming.
Well, but let me ask you this question, just to feed my own ego. If I was in attendance, would they have given me the ball?
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Damn.
You could have done anything. You could have had a match. They asked me to actually participate in a fucking in the Rumble thing they had.
Oh, hey, we need a 20th man for this battle royale.
But I had to run the switcher, and I didn't want to make anybody look bad. So I said, fuck it, I'm going to run this switcher.
You should have just ran an extension cord and wrestled with the switcher in hand.
I could have. I could have been known as the switcher man. That's what I could have been.
The Rhinestone Cowboy, the producer. And it's almost like Booker T doing commentary while he's beating the guy down in TNA. You're cutting,
which was one of the greatest
cutting the
things
camera
ever.
to when you're doing great. And when you're doing poorly, you're cutting away.
Yeah. I should have done
Ready,
that.
camera
See,
two, take two, take two.
You should have been there. You should have been there. I would have done it.
Yeah, because I would have pitched that idea to you right there in the moment, just like I did right now.
Yeah.
And as
I
the ring announcer, I would have
there.
told your entire story.
I did. There was nobody there. Necro didn't show up. He had travel things. People were supposed to pick him up. They didn't show up. It was just.
Well, Jasmine St. Clair said that they were stuck in the airport. Like, he posted earlier in the day or the day before, like, hey, this is my situation. I got to fly here. Can somebody pick me up? But then that was quickly made much, much worse by Jasmine St. Clair saying, hey, me and Necro Butcher have been sitting in the airport for 12 hours, and we ain't going nowhere. So if you're not going to pick us up wherever, don't even fucking bother.
No, they had a ride. They had a ride lined up, and then that fell through too. So
yeah, but it turns out the flight didn't even. They never even got on a timely flight.
Yeah, they never left nowhere. They stayed where the fuck they were.
Said that was causing him to need a pickup didn't even get off the ground.
Yeah, Mickey talks some shit in the 4-way match she was in. She called him no show Necro.
And Necro. I mean,
yeah.
What was her 4-way? What was her 4-way?
She jumped into that 4-way that Yanni was supposed to be in, but he never showed up. He called off. And then somebody else called off, and they just said, fuck it, let's just throw Mickey in that fucking 4-way match. And that's what they did. And she showed up.
Well,
she showed up and she showed out.
Yo, well, thank God with all the talent that was announced, they didn't sell any tickets at all, or else fans that bought them would have been disappointed. Thank God Necro, Jasmine, Larry, Mickey, and whoever else didn't draw shit. Otherwise, people would have been disappointed.
Hey, we got to watch 85-year-old man fucking still doing her thing. I don't know. I don't know. It's IWA Deep South, and I'm there for the party, so fuck it.
So you drove from your home all the way down. You did what was it, 16, 17?
16 hours. It was like 16 hours.
And then what, did you stay over, or did you leave that evening and go 16 back?
Well, we were supposed to film something for Carnage Cup, and then I had to work in the morning, so I was like, fuck it, we can't stay.
The next
so we
morning.
drove back. Yeah, there was more. There was going to be more, and then we didn't do it.
No, but you had to work the next morning?
Yeah, I had to work the next morning, so we drove 16 hours, didn't get back until like 3 in the morning. I had to work at fucking 5. The name of the game, man.
Jesus Christ. You deserve that fucking sweet, sweet Mercedes S-Class.
You're damn right. That C-Class, I deserve that
C-Class.
shit. I'll pick up Larry in that fucker for Carnage Cup.
Well, yeah, if you keep showing that much dedication, you're going to be picking everybody up.
I hope so. I don't know about picking everybody to fuck up. I don't know about that.
Did you guys rent the van, or did you borrow it from a friend?
Sean our fearless leader, Sean, rented that big transit van. It was kind of nice because we normally drive a packed-up Cavalier.
So it was like one of these high-top jams?
Oh, it was big. It was big as shit. But you want to know what's weird? A transit van don't have fucking coat hanger hooks. They don't have them. It's a huge van with no hooks.
And how does that bother? Does that bother you?
Yeah, that bothers me. What the fuck? In a little Cavalier, I have 6
Did
fucking
you have like
coat
suits
hooks.
that you had to hang up or something?
I had a fancy shirt. I never wore that fancy shirt because nobody showed the fuck up. So
and there were no hooks, so it was wrinkled.
there was no hooks. So I was hookless. Larry's got to hang things. Larry understands. Larry's got to hang things.
Larry, have you ever had a rental with no hooks?
Yes.
So what do you do? How do you resolve the tuxedo issue?
Lay it flat in the trunk.
Couldn't do that. There was too much gear in the fucking way.
Too much beer.
Was there anyone in the back seat?
There was. It was a full production crew. There was fucking 5 of us.
So what I would say is pack the trunk to its capacity and then lay the tuxedo in the garment bag flat on all of the equipment, even if there'll be some ridges.
I heard about 45% of what Larry was saying,
Hey,
but I
Larry,
wish he was there because I would have knew this.
Let me ask you this, Larry. Have you ever had your A outfit packed and laid across or on a hook, and then you get to the show and you realize that, like, the draw sucks and there aren't that many people there, so you're like, you know what? I'm just going to do this in sweats. Or, like, whatever.
Yes.
Have you ever changed your outfit?
Yes.
Okay, great. Hey, did you hear that Kevin Gill was suing Brett the Hitman Lauderdale? I mean, we've been on this for many, many months. We knew this back when it was just a whisper of an embryo of a sperm. But now it's getting kind of picked up. It's getting kind of talked about. I mean, I guess what I read was that over the months that Kevin Gill was owed the 20% of the Patreon money, he said, hey, you owe me 4 G's from the Patreon money. Brett Lauderdale offered him a hot dog and a handshake. I say that because in the lawsuit it says an aggressively insulting counteroffer. So I just imagine Brett Lauderdale be like, hey, how about, hot dog and a handshake because you suck, bitch. But Kevin Gill says he's owed upwards of $150,000 from Brett the Hit. How do we feel? Have you guys been keeping up on this?
I saw some shit, but 150,000.
Seems a little aggressive. Larry, you work with Kevin Gill closely. 97 and a half-year-old Kevin Gill. His birthday's in 6 months. He'll be 98. Kevin Gill wasn't available for Nosferatu remake, so they got the Skarsgård guy. Well, shit, this show sucks, dude.
It's okay. It's okay.
Oh,
It's
hey,
okay.
you're back. Hi.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, don't worry about it.
I mean, if you really are
Kevin Gill
clocking it,
what?
the show's always sucked, but
Kevin Gill
Yeah,
is owed $150,000, Larry, for sock money.
he built
And
the
Pat,
Patreon.
you were saying I've worked with him. What were you asking me? Is he trustworthy? Is he honest?
The lawsuit claims that the GCW Patreon was making between $10,000 and $15,000 a month. So there you
That
go. If you're
adds up.
wondering
That
how they
adds up.
afforded to murder Sabu, that's what they stiffed Kevin Gill. They saved their money. They got a fucking dump truck full of Creighton, etc., etc., yada yada yada. And you figure out the rest. Has Kevin Gill mentioned the injustices that he's suffered to you, Larry?
Of course. I mean, I guess Danny DeMonto was the first sufferer, but it was shortly after Danny, and then so on and so forth.
Matt McHugh says, season 3, everybody, or have we gone into 4 yet? Yeah, we're in season 4. Season 4 is where all of our gear is melting. Brian only shows up when his wife allows him to, and Larry falls asleep more than ever. That's season 4.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
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 Hey,
yeah. I listen. Go ahead. You.
Hello? I'm listening. I'm listening.
Hey,
Or is it me?
Mercedes Monet.
Is it me?
Hey, did you hear that bitch Mercedes Monet is dating a bull now.
Oh yeah, that was something that happened over these last 2 weeks.
Black Toulouse, or whatever his name is.
Yo, he's gonna win the world title. Watch.
Somebody said he.
Yeah, he's like
Yeah,
a
Black
horse.
Toulouse. No, it's something else. It's the Beast Mortis now, or some shit.
Oh, the Beast Mortis.
Right,
Yeah,
last year
Beast
when they did
Mortis.
Worlds
Mercedes
Collide,
is dating?
Maxwell
Yeah,
wrestled him.
Mercedes Moan.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, she sucks. She won another title.
What? What title? I have too many
I don't
fucking
know.
belts.
I don't care. She sucks. I'm
Yeah,
over it.
yeah.
I'm over
Mercedes.
her. Don
No,
LaGreca-
Mercedes is money.
Monet or Monet?
Moan.
Or Moan?
She's Monet. She's Monet.
She's moaning for Black Taurus right now.
She's Moneting for...
And then Priscilla Kelly's going to be at the House of Glory show we're doing in New York.
Yeah, I saw that you liked it and put a yeehaw in the comments. You were all horned up for that one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what the fuck? I'm not going to do
How does House of Glory have so much money?
Hey, House of Glory, we make shit work, man. It just flows there. I don't know what the fuck.
That's a call of the killer. Buckle up, 1, 2.
We got that Dave Adams fucking
no
energy
limit.
over there.
I'm trying to sing Master P songs. Hootie hoo!
That was a good one. Ice Cream Man, that was a good one. Remember Ice Cream Man?
Larry!
Look at it.
See, that's the thing. The heat is melting all the 5G towers from New York to Baltimore.
Hey, Tegan Knox has an OnlyFans now.
Yeah, I feel... Larry! 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 Larry, can you hear me? Toast. Well, shit.
He's gone.
All right, I guess I'll get into my big epiphany that I had this week. It started at NYC Fanatics Fan Fest, which I would rather be caught fucking dead than going to. However, I guess there are basketball players, there are soccer players, there are hockey players, there are basketball players, all involved in Fanatics Fan Fest, right? But WWE does the whole thing. So you saw these clips, Rhinestone, of the basketball players coming out and doing like the wrestling entrances. James Harden came out as Hulk Hogan. Dwight Howard came out with the Stone Cold theme. Larry?
Illuminati! If James Harden came out to Hulk Hogan, he's definitely Illuminati Zionist.
Larry, let's hear your boots on the ground for CZW. Schlack murdered Rico.
Nico,
that's what I said.
Yeah, he did, and I got paid.
Better have been $150,000.
I mean, well, I hope, but it wasn't.
What the fuck?
I saw that Milk Chocolate's feud is continuing, and you were
Dude,
streaming
it's
that
the
on
hottest thing. It's the hottest thing in CZW. That and Ricky Shane Page coming back to me are the hottest things in CZW. I'm sorry.
Well, what about the announced competitors for Tournament of Death? It's a who's who of who's what.
There's some shit going on.
Pat, you and I both know we should be at Tournament of Death last weekend. And the Tournament of Death is September 6th.
Yeah. And you know what? The heat that I'm feeling right now in this moment, I should be at Tournament of Death right now.
Yeah.
But Ricky Shane Page, Nicolas Gage, Schlack, and Judge Joe Dredd have already been announced for the field of TOD.
Yeah, but Pat, all anyone is talking about is ICW's debut in Japan.
Oh, Japan! Yappin'!
Everybody's got their beer jackets.
Everybody got their jackets, dude!
I think Danny got an extra small, though, because his looks pretty tight.
I couldn't be more proud.
Dude, that's just like how DJs and Casses, they're also extra tight Ribeiro jackets.
Yeah,
I don't know
because-
what
Yeah,
it
but
is.
Danny literally had buttons not even attached. He couldn't even get the buttons attached. He looked like a cholo.
They're like,
I
hey,
don't
all we have
understand
is
that vibe.
extra small. We only have women's Ribera jackets left.
He got that witch fucking size. That's what he got.
Well, an extra large in Japan is probably like a small in American.
That's what he got. He got a schmedium, a wish variety.
Oh, shit.
God bless America. Thank you. All my hard work is finally paid off, where I finally got to pay my way to Japan to get to a restaurant and purchase a jacket that many wrestlers from years ago were given.
How much is
And
that
DJ
jacket?
DJ did it way before Danny. DJ Hyde, owner of CZW, got to Japan, got his silver Ribeiro jacket, and when Danny D'Amato was just doing Jack Sabbath shows and whatever other bone a motherfucker would give him, DJ was already in Japan trying to break light tubes over his head. You know the gift where DJ tries to break the light
Deej
tube
has
over
come
his head?
for you.
Yes,
and
dude.
the Japanese jacket.
Yes, I'll drink to that.
I know you'll drink to it. I'll drink to it too. We'll both drink to anything.
We'll drink to anything. But
Hey,
no,
cheers
I
to anything. Oh, it's fallen. Thank God you have pants on. Thank Jesus Christ you have real pants on.
It's so hot, I wouldn't blame him. I mean,
I'm
fuck.
sorry.
I don't
I'm
have
sorry.
pants on. I don't even have boxers on.
I don't have clothes on. I have my CZ. Look at this poorly. I
What
love
else happened at
CZ.
CZW that's going on?
Okay, I'll tell you. No gauge.
Well, not in an in-between show. It wasn't one of their main shows. It was like Over the Edge.
House show.
Oh yeah, it was at
House show.
Armageddon.
House show. It was a house show.
It looked like a garage show.
But Pat, it was a brewery. Do you know what that means, Pat, as an announcer?
Free
to
beer?
work in a brewery. You know what that bro. And I didn't drive, Pat.
And hot dogs.
Pat.
And hot dogs.
It was a mess. It was a good thing that I was being Larry because I was a fucking mess. It was a mess. It was a good thing that I did with Rosadia.
Ahmed?
Hey, they had walking tacos at Deep South. That was kind of amazing.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Define to me the walking taco at Deep South. Break it down for me.
What do you mean? It's a
I feel
stationary
like
fucking
because
walking
I feel like
taco,
the walking
Patrick.
taco or the prison taco or
Listen.
or whatever you call it has a different
Patrick.
recipe no matter where you go. So explain to me
They
the
had
Deep
all the-
South walking taco.
They had all the fixins. You could have the lettuce. You could have the onions. You could have the tomatoes. Huh?
The fix it?
They had the fixins down in that bitch. They had them all. They even had some
So-
nacho
so-
cheese.
So
the
to
way-
me,
Go ahead.
to me, a walking taco is a 25-cent bag of Doritos. A 25-cent bag of Doritos. And then you put the beef in there, you put the cheese in there, you put the lettuce in there, you put the onions in there, you put every guac in there, and then you shake, 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 shake,
Oh.
and then that's a walking
it's like,
taco.
that'll be
to me.
$25. Get out of here.
Well, Larry summed it up perfectly. That's why he was a Price is Right fucking winner, because he summed it up perfectly. But they don't have guac down there because they don't fuck with that down there in Alabama.
Yeah.
to too Mexican, too
So-
Yeah, they
MS-13.
don't fuck
So
with that.
are we correct in saying the walking talking IWA was a bag of Doritos, bunch of ground beef, cheese, lettuce, tomato, maybe a little sour cream, carry on my wayward son, walk and talk.
Harry,
I'll be-
wayward
I'll be
son.
honest with you. It kind of
Will be
tasted like
peace when
grounded up
you
turkey.
taco.
It kind of
What?
tasted like ground up turkey beef. That's what it sounded. That's
Well,
what
it
it
wasn't
tasted like.
turkey. It was raccoon, dude. Surprise.
Well, whatever. It was pretty good. I ate 2 of them.
I don't think I'm going to do any more shows down south.
Because
the
you
fuck is
can't
wrong
wake
with
up
you,
on
Larry?
time to catch your flight? Or
Well,
because-
no, because when I was down Atlanta or Canton for SVN, someone kept going into the bathrooms and putting up QR codes for KKK recruitment.
It was probably
What the-
Kevin.
No way, God damn it. Stop the hypocrisy right now. Stop it now.
Yo, and I was thinking about this Birmingham show that I missed. What was the town called that I missed? Rhinestone, what was it called?
Sylacauga, Alabama.
I don't think Larry
Sylacauga.
Legend needs. I don't think that Larry Legend needs to be in Sylacauga.
Hey,
I
let me
don't
tell you
think that-
something. Let me tell you
I
something,
don't
Larry.
think I
Here's some.
need to.
Hold on, Larry. Here's some boots on the ground for you. As soon as we got there was 3 black people walking down the street.
3.
3. I didn't see no white folk until I walked in the building.
But the
Those
blacks
3
were
black guys
walking.
didn't even know each other. They just bonded together for to squad up, so they were safe.
Oh, they
Yep.
had some bebop in their step. They were in there. They
Larry,
were there. You were fine.
Do you find the phrase "bebop in their step" racist?
Not at all.
No, me neither. I was just trying
Not
to be
at all.
funny.
Not at all. When he said bebop in their step, I immediately, with my imaginative
No chance.
mind's eye,
That's what
with
you
my
got.
yes,
No
bro,
chance
yes,
in
bro.
hell.
You know the George Jefferson. You remember how George Jefferson was walking in the building like, "I own this bitch." Like, I know what you mean.
You're
mean.
bebop. Come on, man.
bebop.
What the fuck? It's goddamn old school terminology. I know Ebonics. Damn it.
I know,
Shut up.
Okay, I'm just being. I know you own a Mercedes now.
You
I'll
better
tell you
watch
this.
out. C class.
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this much. See, I'll tell you this much. Fucking Kevin got me to do a show in McKenzie, Tennessee. Do y'all know McKenzie? McKenzie, Tennessee
They
is
say
one
that
of the.
the state of Tennessee is the hidden gem of the United States.
It's basically the Confederate flag
Oh,
as their
okay.
flag.
So maybe that's.
It's
it
the place for lovers.
Tennessee is for that's Virginia.
Oh
No,
yeah,
Ohio
yeah.
is for lovers, guys. Come
No,
on.
Ohio is for
That's for-
killers.
That's for diseases.
But bro, Kevin got me to do a show in McKenzie, Tennessee, which is the birthplace of the Ku Klux Klan. It is one of the 2 cities that the Ku Klux Klan was founded in.
So
McKenzie.
when you
They're-
walk through the city, do they celebrate it with
That was
plaques and
Carnage Cup.
statues?
That's Carnage Cup.
Bro.
Mackenzie.
Pat, the team name are the Rebels. The high school team name, the football team, they're the Rebels, the McKenzie Rebels. Bro, they celebrate the South.
The South.
Yeah, they represent the South. It's not some racist shit, though. I mean, there's people there.
Well,
There's people there. There's
well.
people there. There's more incest going on than
Just because
racism.
you
I'll tell
saw
you that.
3 black people alive doesn't mean the county's not racist.
Let me tell you something.
Listen.
In my hometown, I don't see nobody bebopping like that.
Let me tell you, my favorite wrestler growing up was the Big Boss Man, and he was my favorite wrestler despite the Confederate flag
Huge
being
racist,
one of his.
obviously.
Dude, well, not only a huge racist and abuser, Vince was so ahead of his time, having the Big Boss Man being like a correctional facility, like raper. Like he was. I'm
He
sorry
flipped
to say
that
that
nightstick.
word,
You know what
but
he
it
was doing with that.
It was.
You
Dude,
never heard the
dude, it was
uncensored
alluded.
version of the song? There was an uncensored version of his theme song. It would go, "Don't bring your black ass down to Cobb
You're
County, Georgia."
lying.
That's what it
You're
said.
making this
I'm
up.
dead serious.
No,
I'm dead
I know,
serious.
bro. I know he's telling the truth because I heard about Cobb County, Georgia, as being one of the most racist places in the entire United States. After I learned about the Big Boss Man, and that's what I'm saying.
More than the birthplace of the Ku Klux Klan.
More than the Cobb County. You don't go to the Cobb. They call it the Cobb. You heard me, Pat? The Cobb.
I'm pretty sure David
Can't
Allen
be bopping through the Cobb.
sang the theme song.
No, you can't be bopped through the Cobb.
Yeah, you ain't bopping.
And bro, and if you ever get your ass down there and you go to the correctional facility, it's gonna be a motherfucker like the Big Boss Man.
It's
raping
all dudes
you
that look like him.
It's like Angolia. It's like Angolia.
It's just all guys that look like Big Boss Man, flipping around their fucking nightsticks, ready to shove it up your black butt.
And look how he came back. Look how the Big Boss Man came back in like whatever that year was as the fucking mercenary.
SWAT. As
he came back.
SWAT
dude, he came back as a mercenary because that type exists in this country. And now that they can be correctional officers, they're mercenaries.
No, dude,
Didn't Tracy Smothers rock a fucking Confederate flag?
First of all, you're right, because in SWAT Boss Man, he went on to kill, chop up, and cook Al and feed to Al Snow his own dog, which is definitely the whitest shit I've ever heard of. And also,
straight off a Springer.
Mr. Fuji did that for real.
Well, I think we could all
yes, Icarus. Yes, he did. Yes, he did as a rib.
Fuji fed somebody his dog for real. Fuji did it as a
joke.
The
Steiners and JBL would be like raping people and be like, it's a rib. It's a rib. Don't be so sensitive.
I didn't mean to feed you your dog. I didn't mean to.
Yeah,
it's a joke.
Why you being such a bitch?
It's a walking taco. Calm down.
Pat, imagine you're out in Port Jefferson, one of the major KKK meeting points in this day and age. Port Jefferson, Long Island. Yeah. And bro, you go to your car outside of the Elks Lodge, out of the Port Jeff Elks Lodge, you go to turn it on, and no matter what you do, your car's not turning on. And you call AAA, they open up your hood, they say your engine's gone. They say your engine. That's what Fuji did. Fuji would hire a mechanic.
Took the guy's engine, yeah.
To take Don Morocco's engine out of his car, so that after the show was over and he needed to go to Rhode Island.
But listen. An engine out of the car is still light years more fun than killing and feeding you your dog.
I think he had somebody else kill it.
Yeah, I think he had someone else kill it. Yeah, he had someone else kill it. Yeah, I think he had someone else kill it.
Then he had his favorite sushi chef cut it up, and then there you go.
Yep.
With bebop. He was bebopping the whole time he was doing it.
He was a bad man. Fuji was a bad man, bro. He was the worst. Him and Dynamite Kid, I hear were the worst of the worst of the worst of, like, I want to see you fall down the steps and hurt your knee, and I want to just laugh until I'm crying.
Yo, shout out Fluffy's podcast. Shout out Blaze the Bingo Hall. Shout out Alicia B. Cakey. Jimmy Controversy in the chat. ZM Zoe. All the regulars, all the friends. Matthew McHugh, love you. Sorry, I'm having the
let's rewind. Now. Larry, are you trying to say this is your last Carnage Cup you're doing in McKenzie, Tennessee?
I'm full transparency. I gave Kevin his money back. Did you hear me, bullies? I gave Kevin his money back. Okay? And Kevin
Who's
did
Kevin?
Business. KKK Kevin. KKK Kevin McAllister. He did business. He bought my flight. He changed my flight. And I was drinking too much and fucking missed it. But Kevin also paid me in advance, something a lot of promoters don't do. He paid me in advance. And after it was all said and done, he was like, Larry, I need this money, man. You missed your flight, and I changed your flight, and I bought your flight, and I had everything for you. So, I can't let you just get by on me with this money. And I was like, you know what, Kevin? I'm a man of my word. I missed your show. Let me give you your money back. And I did. But Kevin also said, so the next time, so you don't burn me on a flight, you fly yourself to Carnage Cup. And I was like, yeah, I don't know about that. So, guys, I just want to reiterate, I owed Big KKK Kev, I owed him for Danny DeMonto, like, getting me to back out of Carnage Cup 12. I was booked for Carnage Cup 12. And somehow or other, a Max the Impaler tweet came out where IWA Deep South was like, a dyke, just a 2-word quote tweet, a dyke. And Danny screenshotted that and sent it to me and was like, you sure you want to be going down there and working for a guy like this? As a pillar of the LGBTQ community, Larry, do you sure you want to go down to Alabama and work for a guy that would do some shit like this? And you know what? Kevin had already bought my flight for that shit. Kevin does business, y'all. Fuck KKK. Kevin does business. Kevin had already bought my flight for Carnage Cup 12 when that incident happened, and Danny got right in my ear and was like, do you really want to do this, Larry? You really want to work for a guy like this? I
love this impression.
I mean, that's what he said via text. And I said to Kevin, I can't right now. I cannot honor your show because I'm LGBTQ
well, they're
friendly.
in Japan now, Larry, so you're wrong because they're in Japan.
Yeah, I fucked up. Right. I could have been in Japan. Like Bobby Banks. Pat. Like Bobby Banks. I could have been in Japan.
Yeah, what a crew they brought, huh?
Yeah.
Not no Bobby Beverly, though. Where's Bobby Beverly at?
No BB.
Where's Bev at?
No BB.
Where's Bev at?
Yeah, no BB. Only BB.
No, I feel like I've been like kind of passively engaging and following it. And I feel like it's Danny, Mittens, John Wayne Murdoch, and like someone else.
So I have a group chat with Ron Mimi and Weapons Master Ryan because those are my friends.
Yeah,
those are my friends out of ICW's aftermath, and like we were like, yo, it's anybody that Darren McCarty can buy a flight for, which is Tommy Oliver and MM3, right? And then anyone who's willing to buy their own flight, which is Mittens and Shiny Shoes. And Danny's covered by whoever the promotion is. And then John Wayne Murdoch is the live sale money. Like the live sale money flies John Wayne Murdoch. And that's the crew. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm... And that's from me. That's from me, Weapons Master Ryan, and Ron Nemi. We're like, Darren McCarty is obviously flying the Darren McCarty brand guys over there. John Wayne Murdoch is the live sale money. Shiny Shoes and Redacted. How do y'all think? I think they probably bought Redacted over. I bet you them motherfuckers sprung for Redacted. Whoever that company is, whoever they're working with, were like, we want the doctor over here. I bet you they sprung for him. Or no? Do you think it's
You're
big-titted?
Absolutely insane. Dr. Redacted paid for the whole entire thing for him and his
girlfriend is a millionaire. You know that. You know his girlfriend's a millionaire, Pat. You know that, right? I
can only imagine.
And guess what? She's a Sag. She's a Sag.
God bless her.
Yeah.
Sag.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
She's
a
vag Sag. She's a vag Sag.
Sag vag.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, congratulations to all wrestlers who go to Japan.
Is Struggles over there? Is Struggles in Japan?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sure. Why not?
Well, me and Weapons Master Ryan and Ron Nemi in our personal group chat, we were like, yo, what is this? What is this?
It's a Japanese fucking trip culminating and galvanizing a lifetime of work. A body of work.
So Danny is on...
Finally!
Danny is on...
Finally!
Danny is on... Danny is on Brett's level, is what you're saying. Danny is now on Brett's level. He's done Australia.
I'm
He's
just
done
saying
God.
that
I
everybody
think Danny even
knows.
got his balls touched by Kasai. I think he even got his balls touched by Kasai at some point.
I thought Kasai was kissing someone in the background, and it
Oh,
was
yeah.
another motherfucker. Yeah,
Yeah, that
Kasai
was
was
it.
kissing someone. Yeah.
I'm just saying if that ever since
I look like a Diddy party.
Mick Foley and Terry Funk in 1995, everybody who knows wrestling knows that if you wrestle in Japan, whether it's at, whatever or wherever or anywhere in Japan,
Korakuen Hall, Tokyo Dome, wherever. Korakuen
you're
Hall,
going to
Tokyo
heaven.
Dome.
You're going to wrestling heaven.
A sushi bar.
Sushi bar, an apartment building, and everybody knows since 1995 that if you want to go to heaven, you wrestle in Japan, no matter what it takes. And if you want to really be God's favorite, you get yourself a jacket.
Gotta
How
go
much you think that jacket
steakhouse, the
is?
Rivera Steakhouse.
And it's I don't know. Am I bugging? Have you ever seen a picture of Seth Rollins or any of these guys who are making real money on TV
Never wear them.
with a mark photo of them getting a thing? Yeah, I don't know.
They don't even have them. Never even been there.
Yeah, they're yo, we're wrestlers. We're rich. We're gonna go dine at this awesome spot.
$250 is too much money for a jacket.
250,000 yen.
Yeah.
250? 250? I thought 170.
170, you think?
I thought 170 yen. 170,000 yen.
Did you see this guy, the security guard? Security guard from 3 years ago is suing John Moxley and AEW. Did you see this?
Yes. Yes.
John Moxley just,
Yes.
threw him on the ground. The guy had
Yes.
separated discs.
Yes. You can't just
Moxley's
go
killing
around.
people?
Hey, bro, it's not 2300 Arena, John. It's not 2300 Arena, John. Everybody at 2300 Arena wants to be involved. Now that you're in this corporate shit, people are trying to get paid.
Well, a fan wouldn't sue because it's oh, I'm so happy I got thrown. But this dude was just a guy who was a independent contractor, and he's yo, I don't play this shit.
Yeah, I don't care about
I
wrestling.
have no loyalty towards any of these fucks. You owe me money. I'm going to go get this back surgery I've needed for 8 years. Blame John fucking Moxley.
You gotta be that, bro, and that's why I want to stay doing CZW at the Neshamity. You understand? I want to stay doing CZW at Neshamity. I want to stay doing, SVN in Canton, because there's no chance of some old shit being Larry, you pushed me down. I want your money.
Chase Orlock says wrestling in Japan isn't as prestigious as it was in 1995 or even before. Then Blaze the Bingo Hall says one-man crew is definitely going to heaven.
Yo.
Can you,
Chase
can somebody explain that joke to me?
No, you just want to talk over top of me. Go ahead. I don't care.
No, go ahead. No, please.
I'm smoking a cig. No. I'm lagging. Proceed.
You're all right now. Nobody talks over Larry. Nobody puts baby in the corner. Come on. Say what you're saying.
Larry, what do you think about one-man crew?
Chase Orlock. What I was going to talk about was Chase Orlock. And he's expressing exactly what I expressed to Brian all those episodes ago about Japan now. It's not Japan when Foley and Funk were doing it. It's not the same. But there were so many people that grew up seeing those images of Funk and Foley in Japan and being like, I gotta get there. I got, and now I think Japan knows that, and they're like, oh, let's milk these motherfuckers to get our little American blood droplets, but only Akira has a banner. You understand me? Only Akira has a banner, okay? And Pondo.
I think he has citizenship now.
Yeah, good for him. Good for him, because he was someone that Danny always shit on and tried to give the short end of the stick and make him have to work hard to get to the show. And look at him. Look at him now.
He changed his name again. He changed his name again. He's the Psycho Samurai.
That was the last thing he told me to announce him at a show of He Who Shall Not Be Named, Pat. The last time that I ever announced Akira, I know you didn't. That's why I said his name. There's not to be mentioned. And he said, I'm the Psycho Samurai now. And I said, carry on my way, young son. You know he doesn't date Masha anymore.
No?
Oh, really?
No. I'm
sorry.
How do you
I'm
know
that? Where'd you hear that?
They are not enough. They're my friends in the sense of wrestling. They're my friends
There's a lot
in
of
the
things.
sense of
There's
wrestling.
a lot of things going on. Facade is with Tara Zepp now, I heard.
I saw that. Dude.
Who is?
Dude. I saw that. I'm like, what
Who?
the fuck? What
The
the
Neon Ninja Facade is with the vile one, Tara Zepp now.
Didn't Facade have his whole entire presentation based around his neon
Dude,
flipping
did you see
white?
me? Did you see me selling? Did you see me selling, Pat? Did you see me selling?
I'm selling.
Dude,
I am now
like,
selling.
what?
Tara Zepp? Facade?
I'm like,
the
what
guy's
the fuck
got to be 10 years older than Kevin Gill. I don't believe you. You're insane.
I saw the photos and I was like, is this like a gimmick? Or are they like...
He's going bad. He's going bad now. He's going to turn into
always
a
been
fucking
bad.
heel. He's going to be a heel. Oh, shit.
He's always been bad, though. Wow.
Dude, he's an OG. He's an OG like me and Ruckus and B-Boy and Human Tornado. He's OG class like me and Ruckus and Human Tornado and B-Boy. It's crazy to me. I saw
can't
those
believe
photos.
what I'm hearing.
I've
never had no problems with Facade. He's always been cool.
He's
with me.
great. All those guys
yeah.
that I just mentioned, all those guys that I
Somebody's
just
1,000
mentioned,
years old.
all of those guys that I've just mentioned, including Eddie Kingston, are all great guys. But I was shocked.
Right.
Yes.
I'm shocked.
Yeah.
Because I
Weird
do,
word.
I do Battleground. I do Battleground with both of them.
So have you seen some chemistry and exciting?
Dude, I never really pay attention to them because they're always like on the scene. But I realize now, I realize now, he kind of is like in his section of the locker room, and she's kind of in her section of the locker room. I didn't even notice that until like what?
Huh. That's just very strange to me.
Weird world, man.
Hey, good for him. Horrible job by her.
Come on.
Some would say that.
Good for him.
You're a misogynist. You're a misogynist.
How dare
Pat.
you? I basically implied that I think she deserves better.
Who does she deserve, Patrick?
Oh, well.
Paul Radrick?
Hold on, let me think about this. Let me think about this very carefully.
Cole is a good suggestion.
The Ratty Daddy, Cole Radrick, and Tara Zepp. That's what I'm calling.
Oh, okay. All right. No, you know what? I don't even... Now I feel gross about it. I'm just
Sam
saying.
Stackhouse.
Can I say
Jimmy
something?
Lloyd.
Can I say something real quick?
Obviously.
Yeah, Larry.
Happy birthday, Jeff Cannonball.
Yo, happy birthday, Jeff.
We love you.
Yo,
we love
did you
you,
see this
Jeff.
Cannonball tribute fuck Lou Gehrig show?
Yes.
It's got like Max on it now. It's got Willow on
Yes,
it. All the
yes,
heads are coming around.
Yes.
They haven't invited us.
It's
Max
okay.
and
We'll
full gimmick.
crash.
You want to crash?
We'll crash.
In the name of
What's the-
charity.
What's the date?
Somewhere.
Okay, we'll be there.
I think I'm busy that day.
No, you know what? I haven't crashed since me and
support
Ron.
from afar.
Since me and Ron Nemi came to the backyard show with the pool, and I started swimming with Riley, and Brett was like, "You don't belong here. You don't belong here."
What, a July 4th extravaganza?
Yeah, because Danny was running a town over from Brett because he always wants Brett to see his pussy. He always wants Brett to see
Actually,
his
now
pussy.
that you mentioned Riley, I think that's who I want Tara Zepp to be in the tag team with, is Riley Madison. I think that's a formidable goth babe tag team.
You just thought of her because I said her name.
Yeah, no, it put a light bulb over my brain. A black light bulb from Spencer's Gift.
Yo, Pat, are we doing my favorite part of the show? Does that even exist anymore? I've got shit, Pat.
You want to do giveaways?
Can we do it?
I don't remember what was happening last week, but I'll read the comments just in, like, a show of good faith from 2 weeks ago.
I mean, was there even a last week? Okay, well then
I don't even remember.
2 weeks,
I don't even remember.
Whatever the give. What I'm saying. Okay. Whatever the giveaway was, fuck it. The giveaway that I'm about to show right now. The comment winner will win this. So
the comment winner from this week, or the ones I'm about to read from 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago.
The ones you're about to read, the 2 weeks ago, they don't even know this, but they're going to do my gift.
Wow.
My giveaway.
Okay. So
my giveaway.
Are we going to do randomization, or are you going to pick your favorite comment?
I want to hear him. For the fuck of the show.
For the fuck?
Yeah, for the fuck of the show. Let me hear him.
Card Stories 8208. Love the show and love baseball cards, but Sheffield didn't play in 1986. Cowboy must be confused.
I'm pretty sure he played in 86, but I could be wrong. But anyways, fuck Gary Sheffield. How about that?
Wow. Standing by your claim. Zemzo says, Schlack, RSP, Judge Joe Dredd, and Nick fucking Dage announced as the first 4 TOD participants. Hot fire. Dude, it was hot fire.
Even though, full transparency, since I have a CZW shirt on right now, I'll let you guys know that DJ was like changing the ticket vendor. He was changing the ticket vendor from like Eventbrite to like something else. So even though all those guys were announced, people weren't able to buy tickets until just last week because he was changing the ticket vendor.
Well, an honest mistake. Everything's fine. John Richter, 3 metal horn emojis up. And I got Character Productions says, give me that Maryland flag, Larry. He's saying, take that flag down and send it to him.
What about the Norwegian? Can you see is the Norwegian in
Oh,
view?
Larry, oh my God, dude. Could you tell us the story of the Norwegian flag that you told off the air last week about how you've acquired it and what the lore and history of it is? Because I don't think we got to it. I think we only spoke about it and you revealed it after we were done last week. Or 2 weeks ago.
Did I get it?
Yeah, please do. Is that okay?
Yeah, I'll be right back. If this was a horror movie, I'd die.
Hey, Rhinestone, so do you want to hear what I've been talking about and thinking about to myself in my own brain for the last week?
Dude.
That wrestlers who are ranging from extremely good S tier to even C tier. Oh, wait, hold on. Larry's back with the flag. Okay. Perfect. You can do vertical.
Larry knows what he's doing, bro. Larry knows what he's doing. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. All right. Is that the extent of the comments, though? Was that all the comments?
Yeah, those were all the comments.
Was that all? I'm going with the Maryland flag. Whoever wanted the Maryland flag.
I got
Love the
character.
chef.
I got character productions.
Because-
Wanted the Maryland flag.
Yo, I got characters is a longtime lover of Larry and the Blvd Bullies. So with that said, I got character. Let me show you what the motherfuck you win. And then I'll tell the lore of the flag. Hold on.
Yes. I love both of these things.
Oh shit. I got character. You win the brand new Larry Legend Atlanta 2025 SVN 8x10.
Yo,
look at this.
That looks good.
Dude, this is glossy. Dude, this is at Canton where they put up the KKK advertisements in the bathroom. All right, that's for I got character, and guess what? Not
you
just
look
that.
Good. That's a modern Larry gem,
dude. I know.
With the new hair.
We got to do the 2025.
This is the
2023.
Oh god!
My shit keeps falling. It's okay.
It's flying all around, all about the studio.
You also get the CZW. The CZW. Because now CZW can do MDK shirts. You feel me? Before it was just GCW. Then it was SVN. But now CZW can do MDK shirts. So the CZW MDK shirt and the new 2025 Larry Legend 8x10 from SVN.
Yo, hell yeah.
Send us your address. It's yours. In the spirit of
Larry,
Bad Take Bride.
Hit up whoever.
Yeah.
We're going to send this shit to you. Hell yeah. Oh, you're unplugged.
I am.
All right, so I want to talk about something, and we'll end the show. First of all, and by the way, everybody.
What about the Norwegian flag?
Yes. Oh my God, yes.
The Norwegian flag.
Please. Please give me the untold director's cut lore of this Norwegian flag that you were brandishing just 2 short weeks ago.
Okay. My first tournament of death 7. Winner was Danny Havoc. In like his first match, he came out with the Norwegian flag hanging out of his butt, out of his like a gang. He came with the Norwegian flag hanging out of his butt like a kilt. But like I'm not a Scot, I'm a Viking. So my flag is on my butt. And when he got into the ring, he took the flag out of his butt and he draped it around me like a cape. And like he like draped it around me and I clasped it. Like I was like, "Oh, you're making me part of the show. I'm going to go with it. I'm not going to be like, get this shit off of me. I'm not going to do no stupid shit." I'm like, "You're cute and white and I am scared. So let me put this fucking flag on me and be like, yeah." And he leans into me and he goes, "Don't worry, it's not the Confederate flag, it's the Norwegian flag." And then he walks off and does this like Danny Havoc saunter around the ring. I knew it wasn't the Confederate flag, but I also knew that at the time he was letting me know that I was safe. Do you understand? I am like one of like 3 black guys on the show. There's nothing but a sea of white motherfuckers around me and white motherfuckers in the back. But he was like letting me know, "Hey, we won't let nothing happen to you. It's not the Confederate flag, it's the Norwegian flag." And Danny Havoc's stepbrother, his wife's brother, who passed away like a month before Danny Havoc passed away, Danny Havoc's stepbrother, Jake, gave this to me at Battleground, and I didn't even realize at the time when he was giving it to me. I thought it was just like, oh, Grant was like all about Vikings and Norway. I was just thinking, oh, and then I remembered my first tournament of death. And I remembered that moment, and I remembered how even though I didn't know who these people were and what the shit was that I was doing, that I was safe. And I said something about that in my Hall of Fame speech about how CZW back in the day was very scary. It was very like, oh, who are these guys?
Yeah,
like,
very
what
scary.
the fuck?
Yeah, and driving down that driveway to Tournament of Death
Dude,
for the first time,
Dude,
coming
it's
off
like,
those
what
back roads of Delaware, it's like, what are we doing? Now it's safe. All these fucking hipsters pick out their
But we're
best slutty outfits and they go to GCW and it's all safe. Even the first show.
It's all because of
CCW 9 years, the first Foreman Mills show that I saw you perform at, there were like scary people there.
dude. It was not
there's no
easy.
scary
It
people
was not
going
easy
to
for me.
GCW, dude.
No, you're not. No ring announcer has to fear.
No.
I feared.
No fan has to fear.
No fan has to fear. You're fine. But
You're fine. You're
CZW
so
back
safe.
in the day, back in the Zandig DJ transition days, it was like, dude, what the fuck is this?
All right, I want to talk about something real quick.
So yeah, I got the Norwegian flight. Okay.
Oh wait,
talk.
So how
I'm
did
holding
you?
it.
So that was the story of your original contact with it. How did you come back into contact with it?
I just said he gave it to me at Battleground. Danny Havoc's stepbrother or half brother or brother-in-law found me at Battleground. Remember Battleground? We talked about how I did Battleground and I was late. I was getting up. Battleground in Philly. Original Sin. I did Original Sin. I did that, and he found me and he was like, yo, this is for you. And I'm like, oh, thanks, Jake. Oh, this is great. Bro, there's blood on this. There's blood on this. There's blood on this. Dude, I don't know. There's blood on it. And Danny
on it.
And Danny probably overdosed in a room where this was hanging up. Probably. He probably overdosed in a room where this was hanging up.
That's so fucking morbid.
Well, it's deathmatch.
Keyword
morbid
match.
So yeah, I got character. You get the Larry Legend photograph. Send us your address and tell us if you want me to make it out. I'll make it out. You're like the first one to get one. I just got them. It's from Atlanta. The photographer was awesome. He insisted that I take photos. And yeah, I'll sell it to you.
Okay, I gotta get something off my chest.
Go ahead, do it.
I gotta get something off my chest, guys.
Go ahead.
I was watching all these clips of Fanatics Fan Fest. And I was thinking to myself, wow. John Cena, Cody Rhodes, Rhea Ripley, and whoever else are very, very bad at shooting basketballs. Have you seen these clips? They had a 3-point kind of contest. Cody Rhodes in a suit. He's going around. He's grabbing the basketball. Okay, I understand you're in your suit. But, dude, it's like all these premier wrestling athletes shot these basketballs and threw these footballs and shucked these hockey pucks like they never did an athletic thing in their entire lives. These icons of wrestling, these legends, couldn't even, they're going like this. Cody Rhodes shooting. And I just got to tell you, one way to look completely fucking terrible is to try to do a sport that you've never touched the ball of. You know what I mean? Like, imagine you just give a basketball to a civilian. You're like, shoot it. It's like, it's like so fucking bad. And John Cena, Cody Rhodes, and fucking Rhea Ripley all did those things this weekend willingly to the public. And that is the thing that I hate the most over these last 2 weeks. And then I'm going to go deeper. But wait, have you guys seen this? Has anybody shared my thought?
I saw the Cody Rhodes, and it's a shame to his father, Dusty, because Dusty had some fucking skills on the court.
Right. Dusty was in like the Rock and Jock basketball something.
If you will, baby. If you will, I'm throwing that ball, baby.
Yeah, I mean, so Cody Rhodes in a three-piece suit shooting a basketball like a 7-year-old.
Well, didn't you see Tiffany Stratton throw the fucking first pitch at the Mets game? She fucking threw it over.
Absolutely fucking deplorable.
Yeah. Yeah, terrible.
And it's so weird because you just think that, like, you would train if you're like a premier athlete of whatever sport. Like Michael Jordan loved to play golf. And he played baseball, and like he cared about all these different sports. And, like, and the stories of him are like anytime you found him in public, whether it was like ping pong or fucking pinball or fucking kickball or baseball or whatever ball, he just wanted to like destroy
beer pong,
like all these great champions. And to see Cody Rhodes shuffling around, shooting 3-pointers like a 4-year-old girl, and laughing about it. Like, dude, just don't do it. Just don't do it. And John Cena completely counteracted every single fucking ounce of like creative credibility he gained from this heel run. He ruined at the Fan Fest by shooting a basketball like a 4-year-old girl, hugging Sam Roberts like he's a friend. Dude, this was a disaster.
Friend of the Bullies, Sam Roberts.
Peter Rosenberg.
Mini Mox.
He spit the water. I saw Peter Rosenberg spitting the water with Hunter.
Michael Cole spit the water once, and it looked like he was at a Bukkake festival. It looked terrible.
And I'm going to tell you something else. I just now... So I had this thought in my head all week, because like the Fan Fest was over the weekend, and I'm seeing all these clips of all these like famous superstars. Like, how many times has John Cena legitimately embarrassed himself in the ring? Not many. If we're being completely objective, not many. Like, whatever, you can criticize the writing, you can criticize whatever. But John Cena, like, these guys know what they're doing. And they always look so polished. And then to watch them shoot a basketball in front of like 150,000 fans to be broadcast all over the world, so stupid. Just go back to your hotel room. And then...
Pat, you don't get a choice in these matters when you're up there, bro.
Dude. Yeah, I guess.
You don't get a choice.
No, dude.
You got to put that basketball.
Don't get a choice.
You're going to shoot that ball.
Am I crazy? Is it not insane to watch these dudes who we're going to watch at WrestleMania that we like dedicate all our time to? Now all of a sudden they're shooting a basketball and they look like a fucking like old lady?
Did you see the clip with John Cena in a boxing machine?
Oh, where he fake punched? Yo, that was great. That was good.
He said, "I never punched anybody in 25 years. I'm not going to start now."
I don't know if it's like this for you guys, but to me, if I'm like out at a bar, the people who are caring about the punching bag thing, I don't want to hang out with. Like, those are not my
Yeah,
people.
those are it's
Nope.
hipsters now.
Nope.
Hipsters use that machine now.
So
Nope.
like, you see Logan Paul had his bodyguard punch it, and, like, you know, Rhea Ripley actually punched it, but John Cena fake punched it, and he was proud that he got the 0.
Yeah.
He work punched it. That was one of the better moments, yeah.
I don't think John Cena's ever been in a real fight in his life, though.
Well, so that's basically what I'm getting at, is that these
Yeah, he's
people
never.
can't throw a football, they can't throw a baseball, they're fucking nerds. They're all, like, inflated nerds, dude. They can't, like, they have no real athleticism even to them. And then the crown jewel of this concept finally came to me before we went on the air. And it was the GCW Coney Island baseball field show they're doing at the Brooklyn Cyclones baseball stadium. And they had Masha, Matt Tremont, Joey Janela, and a few other people I can't name. And the gimmick was they're all sitting in the dugout, and then they're swinging bats, and then they're, like, hitting balls, and they're throwing baseballs. And, dude, this was, you know, you get what I'm saying. Connect the dots. It's like to watch Joey Janela act like, okay, it's like, here's the director. It's like, okay, hey, you know, look like you're holding the bat and get ready to swing the bat, right? And it's like, okay, this is a kid who never played t-ball or did athletic shit his entire life, because even at 6 years old, 30 years later, you can remember, like, how to kind of, like, be an athletic stance, or how to, like, act like you're throwing a base. And every single person, except for Matt. And that's why we love him. That's why he's our guy.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But, dude, go watch it. Go watch these Fanatics fan clips of John Cena and Cody Rhodes and Tiffany Stratton and all these motherfuckers. And then go watch this GCW baseball field. And by the way, what fucking creative depravity. Oh, let's think of something cool to film as the promo for us doing a show at a baseball stadium. Oh, you'll all play baseball. They could have made it about Coney Island and Brooklyn. Oh, yeah, everybody pretend to swing the bat. I'm sorry. Are you guys laughing at me or with me?
I'm laughing with you.
Both.
Fuck you.
Both. You're in your bag. You're in your bag. You're going to.
Anyway, that's the
I bet
concept
you-
that I discovered this week.
I
The
bet you.
Ditimo? Is it a Ditimo
Oh, I'm
production?
sure
do you
he's
think?
somehow involved. Another guy who, if you throw a football at him, would break his nose like Jan Brady.
Go ahead, Rhinestone.
Rhinestone, am I bugging? Do you care to give me a psychological review?
Evaluation.
Not at all. I feel the same way, that they're all non-athletic. And Tremont makes sense because I heard he's going to be on Nitro Circus. Just I'm bullshit.
I feel
But
like
he probably
Cena,
could.
I feel like
He probably could.
I feel like Tremont could ball.
He could do anything. That man could do anything. He'd be a PGA golfer if he wanted to.
I feel like if Tremont was on the court for real, you would see him like Dusty. He would ball
He'd
like
be
Dusty.
the next
probably.
hot sauce. You know about street ball? He'd be the next hot sauce or earthquake.
All right, it's getting super dark in my room.
Hold
didn't
on.
put it
Can I
mute.
just say one thing?
See, I didn't start the show with
I
any
want to
lights.
say. I want to say something.
Please.
Yo, Declan Grant got knocked out legit in the main event of CZW Showdown at Sundown against Earn Ash, the CZW champion. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. Declan Grant to me is like he's like not a young boy, but he's like a coming of age boy. And I think he just got way too excited that he was in the main event of the CZW show for the title. And I think he kind of like, I think he knocked himself out in just his intro and introduction from me. But if you want to watch it on IWTV and watch a man actually legitimately knocked out Declan Grant the match, I was smoking a cigarette, Pat. You know us. I was smoking a cigarette out in the thing because I was like, there's no way this match is going to be over in 4 minutes. And before I know it, it was like ding, ding, ding.
Because,
I was like,
because he got a knee to the cranium or something.
I think he got forearmed. I think he got forearmed in the neck and crumbled.
Damn.
Like in No Mercy when it would be like knockout. Remember in No Mercy, the game when you would like just beat the shit out?
The dude would start twitching.
Yeah, it was like that in real life. And the match stopped and the show was over. That and did you see Atticus put Shotzi Blackheart through the glass? I know y'all saw the footage.
I saw
yeah.
it was. I don't think it was the glass spot. I'm not sure which one it was, but I definitely saw one move where Shotzi landed on the back of her head and came up going ah like for real. Yo, there were a few rough things in those clips that I saw. Once again, psychological evaluation. Am I right or wrong? Chat? Rhinestone?
No, I think that was the spot where she went through the table originally.
To like the outside, right?
Yeah, she came up. Atticus did that fucking air raid crash through the table off the
just
ramp.
Back of the head directly through the table onto the concrete.
Yeah. She ain't gonna take that for much longer.
No,
She'll have to.
And I give her respect for trying, but like, yeah, just get out of here. You're not safe with these fucks.
You don't need to do it.
Chat saying Elena Black was worse, much worse versus JJ. Did we see this? Did we watch this?
JJ Escobar?
Huh?
JJ Escobar or Joey Janela? JJ Escobar or Joey Janela?
Oh, I think it was Joey Janela probably.
Yeah, she took on Janela. She ain't gonna take on no Escobar. There ain't no fucking way in hell she's doing that. They did a whole fucking redo of the first match that Janela had with her. And then he did the whole sympathy angle, like, oh, let me rub your fucking toes and sock them like Tony Atlas.
No.
Yo,
basically.
Yo, how about the politics of Goldberg fighting Gunther on national TV? Goldberg fighting Gunther on national TV against. Isn't it AEW's pay-per-view? Aren't they putting that shit against AEW's pay-per-view? Like whatever one of their big shits.
Yeah, they're going
like,
up against I think the Texas show. All
I hope is Jesse Ventura goes off. I hope he goes off the rails.
Yo, I'll tell you what I want to see. I want to see Goldberg spear Gunther, give him a jackhammer, and beat him in 45 seconds.
I want to see him do the fucking capo kick.
The Bret Hart kick?
Oh, no.
They're going to do it. They're going to do it, dude. He's going to do the Bret Hart kick.
Gunther. Yep, he's going to capo kick fucking goddamn Gunther, and he's never going to be seen again.
No, they're going to work it. They're going to make a mockery of Bret Hart. He's going to kick him. Gunther's going to act like he's injured, power bomb him, pin him, 1, 2, 3.
I think it's going to be a spear fest, and then.
Dude, when he fucked up Brock Lesnar that time, y'all, and we didn't expect it, bro, that shit was the most awesome shit.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're gonna do it again, dude.
He just like as soon as the bell rang, spear.
Did you see that man get the fuck out of the ring? Like both legs almost just collapsed.
Yeah, he don't have good legs.
No.
Like when he got out of the ring, like his knees were screaming, "Don't do this shit! Like don't do it."
Oh.
It's gonna be terrible.
Awesome.
Like looking at old folks home going for split pea soup at the fucking
What do we
goddamn
think about Iran killing WWE superstars in Saudi Arabia.
Our president said fuck, and that was priceless. I just gotta say
I
that.
saw that. I heard that.
These two fucking countries don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Dude, and he was like, do you understand that?
Ah, it's good stuff. It feels like wrestling. That's what it feels like. It feels like he's
that's
talking
why-
about wrestling.
That's why everybody says to me, do you support Trump? And I'm like, well, it's WWE.
Yeah. Hall of Famer, man. He's a Hall of Famer.
Jesus Christ.
What time is it? Are we going?
Yeah, I think we're going to go. I'll tell you this.
6 minutes. 6 minutes. We got 6 minutes.
Well, actually, we have 24 minutes left in the show.
Because we started late, right? Because of equipment.
Looks like
There
my
were
house
many
We
is
started
on
I'm
late,
gonna
right?
tell you
Because of
this.
equipment.
It has been so fucking hot. And I want to cry. I want to die. Brian went to work. He said he's wearing a suit. And the AC is broken at his job.
Can I just say
Oh,
the
shit.
first time that I ever can I just say the first time I ever pulled the I'm just wearing regular clothes was at a tournament of death on DJ's farm. And DJ said to me, he's like, you didn't bring a suit? Like when I arrived, he's like, you didn't bring a suit? And yo, Devin Moore, the notorious scumbag, he was like, it's fucking hot.
It
I would've
is
done it
hot.
too.
It's
Fuck
sort
all
of
that
death hot. We're going to end the show. The show's over. Final thoughts,
Wait,
comments?
no, wait, we gotta talk about more. Let's talk about more. Let's talk about deathmatch. Let's talk about deathmatch drama. There's been so much, Pat.
Has there?
Phillips doesn't. Johnny Phillips is Brian. Johnny Phillips, the guy on Johnny Phillips, we know him, Ponytail Johnny Phillips. He is like Brian on Deathmatch Elite. Like he calls everyone out on their shit. Everyone out of Chad Minis post on Deathmatch Elite. Johnny Phillips is the first one to be like, oh, like this, oh, like that, you know, and it's highly entertaining.
What's
Johnny
your
Phillips
favorite
kicks ass,
drama
that's
that's
all I
happened
gotta
over the
say.
last 2 weeks?
Andy Lawler's deleting people. He's deleting people off Elite. He fucking trimmed the herd, man. Trimmed it.
I guess Jim Cornette mentioned that Joey Janela is selling pieces of the barbed wire from the Sabu death match. And you know, and you know, people are like, yeah, but he said it's all going to charity. And Jim Cornette's like, no, it's not.
What the fuck?
What do you believe?
Yeah.
It's going to more selfie stuff for fucking Megan.
Oh, come on. How do you even know they're still together?
They're a
That's
team.
funding her
They're
ass.
megas. They're Janelicis. They're fighting at Cannonball Fest.
Oh, thank God.
I hear he wears her headdress to bed
All right, let's get
all
out
the
of here.
time.
Come on. This is the first time I don't have to get my godson. Come on. There's more Is there nothing else? Okay. Out of time. Do it, Pat.
Oh, what?
Hit it.
I'll tell you this. I am dying of heat stroke.
I know.
I'm developing
Me
a
too.
horrible migraine. And I'm going to go lay down
okay.
in the shower for about 45 minutes. Just probably fetal position with the Norwegian flag draped over me.
Phil Insane on my show tomorrow, 8 o'clock. Have a good day.
We love Phil. We love Phil.
You want to know about Phil Insane? He'll be on my show.
When
and that's
and
probably gonna be the
where
only-
can they watch these things?
Stone Cowboy Network on YouTube. Look it up in the search bar. You'll find it. Go to the video section and you'll see my interview with Phil Insane. He'll probably won't ever do another podcast ever again because he fucking hates them. So find out about Phil Insane tomorrow at 8 o'clock.
Larry, what do you have coming up? What's your next thing?
I don't have anything coming up besides Battleground that Phil Insane is a mainstay of. Battleground Championship Wrestling. That's July 12th. I'm doing July 12th at the 2300 Arena. You know, I come out with Blackout. I only do Blackout. And just want to plug my shit. Hold on. If anyone, so I got character, got this for the chat, but if anyone wants one of these,
photo so much.
That fucker's
dude, if anyone
glossy,
wants,
man.
yeah, if anyone wants one of these, personalized, this is Atlanta, Canton, SVN Larry against the wood panel. The photographer was awesome, and I was like, yo, the shot is so good, I gotta get an 8x10. So this is a 2025 exclusive. If anyone wants one of these, comment on the show. They're $10. I'll send it. 15 with a signature.
Yeah, you could DM us, you could DM Larry, but comment on the show just to support us and hit the thumbs up and do all those things. Follow Larry, buy from Larry, follow Rhinestone, support Rhinestone. And I'm going to tell you something else. After I get rid of this migraine, for anybody who's interested, I think I'm about to download the deluxe edition, the pre-release edition of Death Stranding 2, and maybe smoke a bunch of pot and do that after I recover from the heat and from this show. I need to eat dinner. Rhinestone, what are you having for dinner?
A meatball sub.
Larry, what are you having for dinner?
I had 2 ears of corn and fried chicken wings.
Wow. I don't know what I'm going to have, but follow on Twitch. Subscribe on Twitch. I'm going to be doing Death Stranding 2 in about an hour. And until next time, Brian will be back next week. Everything will be back next week. And I'm going to take notes, and I'm going to care. And I'm going to make sure my microphone works. And hopefully it won't be 1,000 degrees. But to all our enemies, please suffer from heat stroke. Choke on your own fucking corn on the cob and die at a time. Bye-bye.
the